Okay, that's recording as well.
He's off.
Boop, boop.
Yo, yo.
It's only showing one indicator on there.
Is it?
Welcome, Cal.
Welcome, Robbie. Yeah, well, you were here anyway.
Yeah, I've just turned up. Right then, something a little bit different today. Yes, we're in the garage, but no, we're not playing around with the bikes. I came down to the bike this morning and found this guy lurking around. So
I heard there was a nice KTM around here. I ain't seen it yet.
There's
ouch. First stick.
There's two sitting here. So anyway, like I put out before on my socials about a little bit of a Q&A get together, and I decided to give Cal a shout, and we're going to go talking bikes, talking manufacturers, talking what we've done to the bikes, the state of the motorcycle business at the moment, and any of the chit chat that comes to mind.
Maybe some new bikes. Maybe some bikes we're interested in.
Maybe some new bikes. Yeah, there may be something in the pipeline.
Maybe. We'll see. Fingers crossed. So the last time we met was when we were... you invited me down, or I can't remember which way around it was. I had just bought that. It's totally stock last year.
Yep.
And I've never been on... that was my first ever supermoto.
Yeah, you've never ridden SMs before.
And I've never ridden SMs before. And this is supposed to be the original OG SM.
Yep.
With the Husky 701 sort of thing in that thing.
Yep.
I don't know about the gas gas, but we'll keep that quiet.
Well, the gas gas.
I don't want to offend the gas gas guys.
The gas gas is the same bike.
And it was a great bike.
Apart from the wheels, the cast wheels.
And I've done a test ride on the gas gas compared to that, and I was pleasantly surprised on it, man. It was a good bike.
Yeah.
But anyway, we met up ages ago, had a ride on these, and these bikes were pretty much stock-ish. You just had an exhaust on yours.
The exhaust, that was it, yeah.
My bike was totally stock.
Yep.
But both have moved on a lot. And they've moved on a lot since the last time we met.
They have.
So what's happened? What's you done to yours then?
Well, the 690 now has been remapped by BHP. Fantastic bunch of guys.
Shout out to Cal.
Yeah, definitely, the whole team. It's had a DNA open filter. Power-wise, I think that's it. It already had the wings exhaust on there.
You had it flashed after the upgrades then? And what was the BHP that was making when it was flashed?
It's not a massive amount. It still comes in around about 73, 74.
But the mid-range, I bet, went.
The mid-range is better, and the fueling. The fueling on this, straight out the box, Euro 5, the usual kind of thing, it's not horrible. You're riding through the town, you're on off the throttle. It's not good. So primarily, that was flashed just for rideability, not for power, just for rideability, but it makes it so much more better. Obviously, the DNA open filter makes a difference.
That looks mad. You can stick your hand right down it, can't you?
Yeah, you can double fist that.
Wrong type of video, mate. But
yeah. So that's pretty much that for it. I put the Aiuchi navigation.
Yeah, I've got the same one as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uchi. Probably, I will admit, man, it is really cool. Straight to the phone, sat nav. Even my gloves work while I'm riding. Put the thing in. Flicked over to a radio station, and I was listening to Talk Sport radio on the way down here, just catch up like stuff like I do. So, mate, seriously, guys, for the cost of it, because in your phones, like average phones are like $1,000 these days.
Yeah.
No way I'm risking $1,000 on that. This, a couple £100, if it fucking smashes the brake, we'll just get another one.
Yeah. And for these type of units in the market, they are the cheaper end of the market compared to other manufacturers. Yeah. So anyway. What have you done to your 698?
Probably what haven't I done?
Well, yes, yeah, that is it.
I have literally gone not too mad. This is almost like a look that I want. So first things first, spoke wheels.
Yep.
Obviously, you got the spoke wheels, and when I saw your bike, I thought, man, it just suits that supermoto vibe. So I had a real headache trying to get these spoke wheels. It took literally, I think, 6 months worth of inquiries, buying parts, getting someone to build the wheels, then getting someone to make them fit the bike because they were too big. So these are scrambler hubs. Then SM Pro have built the wheels to my specification, 17-inch. The rear went on fine, perfect. The front, because it was a scrambler hub, it was too wide. So we had to get Kev from Projects to do a lot of machining, make custom spindles, make custom spacers. SM Pro had to offset the wheel off center so it sits in the middle, but it's all on now. It weighs a tiny bit more. Yeah. But you don't really feel it when you're riding. Dash wraps, I've done this wicked wrap, which obviously matches my helmet.
Yeah, that's an amazing.
So shout out to Dash Wraps, Sean Wingfield. He races in BSB. So if you do spot him, give him a little shout out. He's a really good racer. Yeah, they did the dash, the whole wrap. And I have got Austin Racing, Richard Austin Racing cans. I can see another Austin Racing can over there.
Yeah,
on the
got one on my
1290.
1290.
So we are a bit of fanboys over here of Austin Racing.
Yep.
And I have gone for the Sprint air filter on this with the lid completely off. So you can literally, the air just goes straight in. And it makes a bit more of a roary induction noise.
It does sound good. It does sound good. You were coming down the road when you turned up here, and it was a nice...
It does sound nice.
Nice little rumble.
And just a tiny bit of help with it, because there's no flash or anything like that for this, unless you buy that stupid £2,000 Termi system, which is way too loud. I don't care what you guys say. It's stupidly loud, and it's too expensive. I've got a little Shift Tech little fuel dongle. We can't call it a booster. We've got to call it a fuel dongle because someone keeps grassing them up on his website. There's people that it's a bit sketchy, this whole fuel fix, fuel device, booster plug. There's a lot of not haters, but there's people that are saying, "Oh, you're scamming this, you're scamming that." But trust me, mate, when I ride it with it plugged in, it makes a fucking difference.
So why are people saying it's scamming?
I don't know.
It obviously, this something, the fuel dongle that I used to fit, I had fitted to mine, it just fools the ECU into thinking the bike's at a different temperature, so it's pushing more fuel through.
So that normally works when you want to sell a booster plug, but I think with this one, what everyone is saying is the air temperature reading on the front dash, the reading that you plug it in, isn't what the ECU reads to do fueling. There's a secondary air sensor or air pressure sensor on the airbox.
Yes.
So they're saying the two aren't connected. So if you do that, it's not actually doing anything. So that's why it's a scam. What I think is happening is it's reducing the air temperature so low that it's then causing something else in the ECU, like the evap, to stay shut. So it's not putting in extra air. So it's basically just fuel and air, not extra air to make it more leaner. So therefore it's riding like it's had a slight tune, but it's only in the closed loop. So when you're low revs, low acceleration, when you're full beans, fucking first, second wheeling, that doesn't come into play because that's open loop.
Well, that's not where it's needed anyway. It's the low down stuff, the town
and it's just a tiny bit of rideability. So when you're coming off the gas, it doesn't dive forward. When you're getting on the gas, it doesn't jerk. It's very minimal, the stuff that it does. Personally, it's a tiny bit expensive. David, Greed, Shift Tech, maybe reduce the price a little bit. I don't know. But
it's connected to Ducati.
It works. But
it's Ducati.
Yeah,
what do you expect?
Ducati tax on everything, even if it is something that's, very small.
Yeah.
And
If it was exactly the same top of module you could fit on a KTM and a Ducati, you can guarantee it's going to be about 40, 50 quid more when it's Ducati labelled.
And I've got stealth mirrors on there, which are great, really work for me. I'm a bit of a skinny, slim guy, so I can actually see past myself. No comment.
What are you trying to say?
No comment.
What are you trying
I'll get the digging early, innit?
You're on my manor now.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Hey, I was born in Cov, man. This is our manor, innit? And I've got some like little brackets, the MNTBX, which I've got from America, and they're just the nicest brackets that I've found for the reservoirs to get rid of the little metal ones. But they work nicely with the stealth mirrors, so fingers crossed.
Looks-wise, the mirrors look good. For me, I've not been a fan of bar end mirrors or anything like that.
Same here.
For me, it's function over fashion. Hence why I stick with the bigger mirrors. I mean, to be honest with you, I need to ride yours and then see what they're like. It might completely change my mind.
I've also done that. You might notice that I've done that loop delete.
Yes.
But the loop on yours isn't that big. I mean, on this one, it's like you're doing like a massive ski jump and landing back down, but that's another thing. Shift Tech sorted that out. That was only 80 quid, man.
I had to do it.
Obviously, I had to do all the wiring and bleeding it all myself.
You had to rebleed the brakes.
Yeah, rebleed it all, but that ain't too difficult to do. But for £80, just another set of wires. Basically, all it is, the loop is literally behind the headlight because there is enough space there and there's free play for it to move behind it.
It does look neater. It doesn't make it look so cluttered, obviously, with mine. But like you say, the loop on mine isn't sort of like up there in your face.
It's not noticeable,
no. And it is a bit of a supermoto trait.
Yeah.
Any sort of motos, you've got that pretty much for the extended travel.
So the bikes have changed loads since we last met.
They have. In fact, this is a completely different bike.
Pretty much. And it is my second one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's completely different.
Yeah, I smashed and wrote off my first one over in Wales. Went into someone's back garden.
We seem to be following a little.
But you've had a little off, haven't you?
A little pattern, yeah.
Yeah, you've had a little off, so.
Yes. That was most of you guys that are watching this know that I came off in the 1290. And
it happens. Shit happens, man.
Yeah.
The comments are the best. Like when you crash and stuff on these, whatever happens, the comments are the best. Learn to ride, get a better bike, buy 125, do this, do that. You're a muppet. You da da da. Thinking, oh my days, man! There's so many experts out there. It just makes you laugh.
I must admit, on mine when I put down the crash, but I didn't have any footage, unfortunately. My followers didn't really give me any hassle. Not that I can remember of anyway. But yeah, I wasn't too bad with that. Previous outings that I've been out on the bike, I can remember one. Digressing a little bit, I was out with a mate called Rob on his Kawasaki ZH2, like filming general stuff, and it was quite funny. There was a guy that decided to troll us to say that we were wobbling around on these hyper nakeds at 50 miles.
As you're not going fast enough.
Yeah, but we're in the middle of town.
Speed limit, only. You can't go to a speed limit.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm on a 180 brake horsepower motorcycle, and I'm not doing 180 miles an hour down the high street. I do apologise.
No, the bike's looking good. I do love them. This orange and red contrast does look cool, man.
It does. The graphics on yours, because without the graphics, I must admit, it does look a little bit plain.
Yeah.
The what's the other? The RV.
RVE one, yeah.
The RV, I must admit, stands out.
It looks
well.
better, but then everyone's got the
price.
fucking same. Yeah, but obviously everyone's then got the same RV, and they all look the bloody same. So
yeah.
This was cheaper. Doing this wrap was cheaper than getting an RVE, because I think the RV is about another 900 quid. Okay, you get the quick shifter on the RV as well, but then I've had that fitted on mine anyway, and that's like 200 quid from the dealer when you spec your bike out. So just get that done.
Ducati knew what they were doing there. We'll put the basic one out sort of like plain looking, and then we'll put this one out all flash, all singing, all dancing, because we know people are going to go for that one.
Yeah, and to be fair, on all the forums and people that support the channel on the HyperMotard side of things, most people have got the RV. There ain't that many standards out there. And even people that are posting have changed a few things on the standard, but it's mainly been an exhaust, and that's it. No one else. There's a few sticker kits coming out. So Supermoto Fools, I think it is.
Yep.
They do a lot of good sticker kits. I think even for the KTM, they do some cool stuff. So they offer kits to break up that red and make it look better.
Moto Pro Works as well. They do a massive array.
They do stuff on your what's called, don't they? Yeah.
Yep.
These both have been to BHP. That hasn't had a flash.
Yep.
Yours was making 73, wasn't it?
So yeah, it's making factory 73, 74 at the rear wheel as well.
Mine was making 73 at the rear wheel with the Austin Racing cans and the Sprint air filter. 74 BHP with the SC Project rear exhaust and the Sprint air filter, and 76 BHP with the stock exhaust and the Sprint air filter.
With the stock exhaust.
With the stock exhaust, it was making more power, 76 horsepower, and in the mid range, it made 8 horsepower more in the mid range. We're going to be waiting ages for an ECU tune. It's going to be a while, guys, because it's a brand new engine, brand new config. The people that I've been speaking to, even like BHP, V-Cycle Nut, Shift Tech, everyone is saying, just sit tight. It's going to be a while. It's going to take a bit of time to get into the ECU with the engine and everything like that, with it being, although it's half a Panigale engine, it's still sort of newish for this bike. So hence, Dim Sport, Woolwich, all you people, fucking get on it, will you? I keep swearing. Sorry, I was supposed to not swear.
Yeah, I've got no swear. I've got a bit of swear.
We've got a policy over
I've got about 150 quid in there so far. Does that knock on the door?
Yeah. There's somebody at the door.
I think breakfast has arrived.
I've just noticed something completely weird and random in your carriage. It just stood out to me. You've got an orange trimmer and you've got an orange head trimmer. There's a lot of orange thing going on here, a lot of connection with orange in it. It's like you're Black and Decker, old school lover, isn't it? If you remember Black and Decker, they're still around. Black and Decker.
Black and Decker's still around. Yeah.
Black and Decker.
You know what? Never even give it a second thought, mate. Subconscious. That's what it is.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper KTM fanboy.
Oh, my Hoover.
Henry, I've got a Henry. I think I've got a Henrietta. I've got the pink one.
Say no more.
It's your cat, isn't it? Hey, it's not Suzuki, but yeah. No offense to Suzuki boys. So I know we want to. We need a part 2 video of this.
Yes, definitely.
Because now they've changed. Wonder whether it gets better. But I keep tapping him up saying we've got to do a track day together, man. I've done loads of track days. Not on this. I've done one last year on a Ducati day. I've done loads on my 950 SP. I love doing track days. It's just, for me, it's the best place that I feel I can learn about what I can do on the bike and what the bike can do for me, limits and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's generally okay, the track days are. There are a few tools and fucking straight line heroes and some jokers that can't never heard of a corner or an apex, but that's every track day. And I'm not no expert. I'm not cussing them out.
You get that type of thing on the road. Anyway,
on the road.
So
but I'm saying we've got to do some track days, and I think that will literally surprise you, mate, how good and how much fun this thing will be on track.
I've seen plenty of other YouTubers with these on the track, and I know they're more than capable of giving you some fun. So yeah, sometime this year we will be going on the track with this.
Donington Park, man. Donington Park. It's around the corner for you. It's not far from me. We can do that on. They've got a lot of weekend track days coming up, and they're reasonably priced. I think only 150 quid at the moment.
Yeah,
and that's not bad.
I've zero experience of booking a track day, going on the track. You know, 4 wheels because of my job and stuff. That you know, I've been on the track and stuff with those. A bike, no, it'd be completely new. It's sort of exciting. I'll have to need sort of some leathers out there. I've got no leathers anymore.
You got not even a 2-piece?
No.
Oh
no, I've gone urban with my bike gear.
Oh, okay, yeah. That the minimum requirement is 2 levers that can zip up.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I know the score there. I did toy with the idea. There's a company called ARN that were at the bike show that were doing custom made leathers, and I was going to go and get measured up and get a set, but then I got there and was like, wasn't feeling it, so didn't do it.
Plenty of time for that. Track days always because they're getting so expensive these days. They're not actually getting full. So even like you can almost book one last minute, and they do reasonably priced evening track days. So like a 5 o'clock till 9.
Okay.
Close more in the summer when the sunlight's longer.
Yeah.
And I think they're like about 100 quid. And you get like 4 sessions, 4 20-minute sessions. Bit quieter because they're only doing 2 groups.
Yeah.
I've never done one, but I so badly want to just do an evening one.
Not too far away, is it?
People have tried some certain things on track day annex. Can you get a what is it? Can you get a bike in the back of a VW Caddy? It seems to be there.
Take the wheels off and you might.
Well, what's how many bikes can you get in the back of a
Put little wheelbarrow wheels on it.
Did you see the one there was the other day? There was a guy, I think it was in a hatchback car. He had the front wheel of the bike in the boot, and the back wheel was rolling.
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw the video. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So let's move on to the motorcycle world, the industry.
Interesting.
A painful part is we'll just touch on what's going on in the KTM world.
Yes, I think it's widely known across the motorcycle industry, across all manufacturers, people that are just in the biking world, people that aren't in the biking world. There is just lots of news, and I don't know whether it's good or bad news or just troubling news. It's more troubling news.
We know
KTM.
We know that
you're in the KTM scene, so
yeah.
Let's hear it from what your gut feeling is that is going on with KTM.
My gut feeling is. I'm probably really putting my foot in it here, but I still think they're going to be around. They're obviously the higher management got a lot to answer for. Obviously, being in the position they are, they put themselves into 3-month self-administration. I believe sometime. What's the date? I think maybe a couple of days ago they were having some kind of vote which way forward they're going to go. But what sort of niggles me, and I was going to do a video on this, but I didn't want to do a rant video, is in the social media world, and I know you get this about most things, but the social media world, the people jumping on the bandwagon, oh, KTM have gone burst, they deserve to go burst because they make you subscribe to the bike. That was another feature. KTM, a bit naughty, but you have to pay to get features unlocked, like the quick shifter, the track pack, that kind of thing. It's already on the bike, but KTM make you pay extra for plugging a computer in, tapping away, and
not even a mechanical thing, like a software little tweak.
That's it. Yeah, the quick shifter. As that bike was bought, the quick shifter,
the 1290,
the 1290, yeah. Sorry, the 690 quick shifters included.
Okay,
and you've got 2 modes. You don't pay extra for that.
Right.
The bigger stuff, the 1290, the 1390, the Super Dukes, the GTs, the Adventures. To unlock those features, you have to pay for an unlock code from KTM, and then the dealer can unlock it. Now, some people are getting mixed up with this and calling it a subscription. It's not a subscription. It's a one-off fee.
Right.
You don't pay monthly for it. Once it's unlocked for life.
Is it stinging price? Is it like...
It can be. When I bought the 1290, part of the deal was the quick shifter. I wasn't bothered about the track pack.
Okay, yeah.
Or the tech pack is what it's called. I wasn't bothered about that. So they unlocked the quick shifter because you can do it like a package.
Like a modular thing down the line later, yeah.
Yeah. I later decided, after lots of replies from other 1290 users, go and get it unlocked. Okay. So I went to, at the time, my local KTM dealer, which is no longer around. And they...
It's not a sign, is it?
Yeah. Well, that's a completely different thing. This dealership just disappeared overnight, left their own staff and customers in the crap overnight. But anyway, I digress. 400 quid to unlock.
£400?
Yeah.
As an example, the standard one doesn't come with the quick shifter mechanically, but to get Ducati to fit one, and obviously do whatever they need to do in the software, it's 250 quid. So when you spec it up, when you buy a brand new bike, it's just £250. So it's not too bad because you get something physically, mechanically. The sensor's been put on, it's been changed, and it's been plugged in. It's wide. 250 quid, it's all right. But the fact that the bike's already got it, And it's just £400 just to do a little change a flag.
From what I can make out, the dealer plugs it in, gets in touch with KTM servers, puts through the one, open the tech pack, blah blah blah, get an unlock code. There is no physical addition to the bike. Here's something what they charge you. An adaptive rear brake light, the ones that heavy brake and it starts flashing.
I don't like that.
To unlock it, that's the only thing that is not unlocked on the 1290.
To stop doing it? To enable doing it?
To enable it, yeah. It's a standard brake light, comes on, it's solid.
Okay.
If I wanted it to flash, adaptive brake light, it would have cost me £130 at the time to unlock it, to have that feature.
And it's already there, pretty much.
Yeah, it's all software. It's all software. The quick shift is built in. Everything with the 1290 is unlockable, but you have to pay KTM a premium to do it. Now, I can totally understand why that rattles people, because okay, I've got 2 KTMs, but it rattled me a little bit, considering at the time I was in the market for either 1290 or the Kawasaki ZH2.
I can see why, because it's already on the bike. Yeah. If the tech pack was an upgrade from a 6.9 screen to a 7.2, and you get different displays and different modes,
if there was hardware added to it,
if you can physically see that money's changing something, putting bolt-ons on, you're thinking, all right, fair enough. Most people do that, and a lot of Ducati owners do that. They'll buy a standard V4 or V4S, which has loads of stuff. Then they'll spec on all the covers and the carbon and the exhaust, because they physically see it being added onto the bike.
Yeah.
Everything that you software-wise is only a flash only when you buy the full Akropovich. That's it. Yeah. There's nothing else on and off shit. It's not even...
Yeah, that's what gripes a lot of people. And it griped me. It didn't stop me from buying the bike, but that's what sort of gripes people. But going back to the same thing, what we were talking about, because we sort of like side-shifted there a little bit. People are banging on about KTM going under. They see a little thing online, and that's it, KTM have gone. It's like... the second-hand valuations have gone out the window, and people get scared, rightly, wrongly. It depends on which way you look at it.
Well, I don't want KTM to go under, because they make good bikes. I want KTM to be around because I watch a lot of motor racing and I watch a lot of MotoGP. So I want them to be around. I want Pedro Acosta to be still in MotoGP. I want him to be on a KTM. I don't want him to fall into the clutches of Ducati and just be a Ducati World Motorbike Championship, because that would be boring as shit. Well, who wants to watch Ducatis fucking race around all day? Allegedly a Ducati fanboy. I like to watch lovely racing and fair racing around.
Well, I'm the same. Obviously, you own 2 Ducatis. I own 2 KTMs. Doesn't mean I'm a KTM fanboy.
No.
I'll happily knock them. And a lot of people have had issues with KTM, and they slag off the quality. But again, you only see negative stuff. Very rarely somebody's gone like, oh, but this is fantastic here and it's fantastic there.
There's been loads of problems with this. There's been loads of problems with the 698. It's had wobbly handlebars, issues with hoses and stuff disconnecting. It's had issues with fuel pumps.
Oh, the other day you had a water hose issue, didn't you?
There's been issues with a fuel pump packing up. So you're driving along, just nothing, just goes, disappears. You'll love this one. The seat wobbles off, so the grommets. So I told you, didn't I? I actually said
KTM parts.
I have actually got KTM parts on my Ducati.
KTM have had to save the Ducati.
Yeah. Only on the seat. So I've got the KTM grommets, that I think pretty much the same grommets on that. On this, and the seat don't fucking move anywhere. It doesn't budge. It stays flat now. Thanks, KTM.
But it's like any manufacturer. I mean, look at BMW. I suppose it comes down to customer service. So it's whatever customer service you have. And I believe since COVID, KTM's customer service has gone downhill. Certainly supplying parts. It takes an absolute age to get parts. The 1290 took 4 months, and that was down to waiting for parts from KTM.
Jesus.
So that was ridiculous.
You mentioned the BM, because when the M1000 came out, it had all the problems with the carbon wheels. Well, kept cracking, didn't they? But I think, like
also engine-wise,
service,
the 1000 RR, they were blowing up.
Yeah, the customer service. The engine one was a little bit more tricky for them, but the carbon wheels, they just said, yeah, just bring it and we'll just give you another one. They weren't like, you've put the wrong tyre pressure in, you put a non-standard tyre, you've gone to jump over a house or something on it, and that's how you broke it. You said, no, mate, I've just gone down the road.
They took ownership of the issue. Yeah. And that's something as well KTM don't seem to do. I've had some recalls on the 1290. There's been nothing with this, but I have read that certain people have had issues with the customer service.
Owners will have 2 or 3 Ducatis. They will have bought those 2 or 3 Ducatis from the same dealership. Yeah. They would have gone back in, rolled in a part X, got the brand new one, maybe bought a second bike from them. So they know that they can walk into that dealer with that manager that was there, that sales assistant, and say, there's a problem with my bike, I'm dropping it off, tell me when it's fixed. and they just do it.
And you develop a good relationship.
Yeah.
I have that with my KTM dealer, DMC Moto. Give you guys a shout out.
My one's Coventry Ducati.
Yeah.
JHP Cov. Top lads.
I would give that as well because I went and test rode the Street Fighter.
The Street Fighter.
The Street Fighter V4S.
Yeah.
Yes, John, fantastic man. So what's your position here, John, if you don't mind me asking?
It's mine.
I didn't know who he was at the time. This guy came
He's the top guy. He's the top man.
He's the owner.
The head honcho.
Yeah. Would you like to come and film around the workshop? Yeah. And what are we going around there? So John, what do you do here? Oh, I own the place. So yeah, shout out to Coventry Ducati. Very good people.
KTM going to be around? Do you reckon they'll still be here? How long?
KTM have been around since the 1900s.
Are they still going to be around? As in, is this insolvency? Whenever they decide what they're going to do.
Well, there's Chinese and Indian money that invested. They're currently CF Moto from China, Bajaj or Bajaj. I don't know which way you pronounce it. Bajaj. Yeah, even so, yeah. They produce for KTM anyway.
Yeah.
CF Moto build the 790 over there, so I think there's going to be some investment from them. I think there is going to be a massive shake-up.
Lewis Hamilton, no, he's MV Augusta. He was floating around MV Augusta, wasn't he? Lewis Hamilton?
I don't know.
I'm sure he was some news and reports or some of him either putting money into MV because he's a bit of an MV lover, isn't he?
Okay.
I think he's got an MV Augusta.
I honestly don't know.
And I don't know whether he's actually looking to start a MotoGP team. I don't know. Lewis, isn't it? He's got tons of money in it.
Yeah, money rolling out.
He looks good in a Ferrari, though. I will say he looks good in red.
That's a side I don't really. Yeah. I've not been into F1 for many years. Many years. Yeah, I think KTM are going to be around. There's going to be a massive shake-up, as it should be, for the senior management. And maybe they need to they need to stop diluting the brand. As we all know, the 690, the Gas 700, and the Husqvarna 701, take the plastics off and they're all the same machine. I think KTM have diluted the brand a little bit with that. So
maybe, like you're saying, their background, maybe stick to what you know what you're good at, enduro stuff. And with that kind of area, motocross, enduro, just...
But they do like the Super Duke and the Adventure and the GT. They do produce fantastic, massive bikes. Yeah, maybe scale back a little bit. Unfortunately, rightly or wrongly, I'd probably say, knock the GP stuff on the head for a little while because it's a massive, massive amount of money.
It's a shit ton of money,
until they can, I don't know, maybe get loads more money through sponsorships or...
But I think the problem with that is if they step back from MotoGP and then come back into it 2 years later, they will be starting from scratch. Yeah. Because everyone else is going to move on. They won't have the data in that 2 years. So it's almost like we have to stay into it. And then they have to take a hit somewhere else. Yeah. Pretty much. That's the feeling I get.
That's a fair comment. I must admit I've sort of swayed away from them. Like Formula or MotoGP, I've sort of swayed away from it. So my knowledge of that side of it is very limited.
MotoGP for me has got a little bit boring. I'm a World Superbike man. I fucking love Top Rack. Top Rack, you're the man. You're on a BMW, but fair play, man. I love you. Top Rack. World Superbike is competitive. MotoGP is the Ducati MotoGP Championship. And it's like, all right, you got the fastest bike. Here's one for you. With obviously the stuff that's going on with KTM, do you think, what you're feeling on the used market, as in, do you reckon there may be, because there's uncertainty, is that having an impact on the used market? Are people I'm saying not going to buy a KTM, but other bikes and just the general used market in the sense of whether it's going to lose a bit of value or the price is going to go down? Have people got money, ready cash to spend? I know the interest rates are all going up, that kind of shit. Just knock-on effect.
There's definitely an effect. Going specifically talking about KTM, there's definitely an effect in the second-hand market with the valuations.
Yeah.
What made the big difference was when they bought the 1390 out. Yeah. Obviously, the Gen 3 1290s.
What was that? What's that price? That brand new? If you wanted
mine.
What, the 1390, the new one?
The 1390.
18 grand, 18, 19, is it?
Yes, around about that for the non-Evo version. The Evo version, I think, was around
20.
The 20k mark. Yeah, I think maybe just shy of 20k for the Evo, and then maybe it was about 16, 17 for the non-Evo. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. Well, post something down below. But yeah, the 1390 came out, and then KTM did a massive PR thing where they were giving you a 4-year extended warranty, and they lowered the price of the 1390, which then battered the price of the 1290s.
I just had a weird thought. Well, we'll offer a 4-year warranty, but we know we might not be here, and you want a year's time.
Yeah.
Do something a little bit cheeky. Hey, we saw you, mate.
Yeah, I think actually it's probably been out a good year, maybe 2 years, the 4-year warranty. But anyway, at the moment, nobody wants to take on a 1290. I've tested the water on letting the 1290 go, and the second-hand market at the minute is ridiculous. I'm seeing people with 21, mine's a 20, I'm seeing people with 21, 22 model years, and they're letting them go for like 10.5 grand, which is for what the machine is an absolute steal. I got told by my dealership he wouldn't take the bike on as buying it outright with nothing else. If it was part X in it, he would take it on.
Oh, okay. Only if you upgraded, he'll take it in to give you another KTM or something.
Yeah, and I can totally understand the time of the year. Their shop floor was full of second-hand bikes, so they're not going to take a bike.
Yeah,
just for the sake of it. But if I was part X, but I've sort of been given an idea that the best I'll get for that a 2020 is from a dealership 7 to 8 grand.
That's a kick in the balls.
That's a massive kick in the balls. Yeah, that much of a kick. They're right here hanging out my ears.
Weirdly, because I think I did a video, I think just coming to the end of summer, beginning of autumn, when I went out for a ride on my 950 thinking, do I still need the 950? Because I've got the 698. I was loving the 698. Honestly, if I go in the garage, I'm riding the 698. I'm not even touching the 950. I was thinking, do I need another one just sitting there in the garage?
Yeah.
So I got it serviced. I got some new tyres on it, got the battery changed, did a brakes, changed all the brake fluids and everything like that. And then I just put it up for sale. I think I put it on for 12, being a 950 SP, and one of the early ones, 2021. So it's the latest Euro 5. I left pretty much everything on it, most of the stuff. So I left the exhaust, the flash, the belly pan, the rear sets, loads of stuff on the bike. The bike had about 4 or 5 grand's worth of extra kit all over it, and I thought I can't be asked to take it all off. I'll just leave it on there. The end cans, titanium end cans, and everything.
The only time it benefits with stripping the bike down is if you're going to part X it, because dealers want to take a standard bike. They don't really want all the bling on it.
Yeah, so I thought I'll just test it as it is, put it on for 12. Let people know in the forum. Everyone's going, no, don't sell it, keep it. I was thinking, I'm just testing it. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, I'll just keep it in the garage.
Yeah.
Mate, not a sniff.
Nothing,
right? Because maybe people have seen my videos of crashing shit. I thought, I ain't touching that bike. I took it off for a bit, and then I'll drop it down to 11. And I put it on for 11. As it was. Everything's still on it. Exactly the same. Again, nothing. Not even a sniff. And the impression I got is people are really thinking that either people are desperate, right? Yeah. And they're preying on that a little bit, thinking, all right. I mean, the We Buy Any Bike store, they're going to take the piss anyway. Dealers are going to try and they need to make some money out of it. So you understand.
Yeah. If you're part X it, you're not going to get a full market value.
Most people say if my 950, and I think a dealer I reached out to a dealer just as a like a fishing exercise just to see what would you give me for this, and I think the best price I got was 9.3, and I thought, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. And then if that was 9.3 from a dealer, I'd probably say 10 and 10.5 private. Yeah. Probably take 10. Something like that. Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, is it worth that hassle of is the £700 extra worth the hassle of sitting around waiting for people? Has he got cash? Is someone going to come with 2 baseball bats, beat me up and nick the bike? That kind of shit. Yeah. And I think a lot of that, does put people off selling privately.
Totally.
So maybe because people don't deal in that side of it anymore, or don't want to deal with that side of hassle of selling a bike anymore, that people just think, you know what, just take it.
I don't. I mean, the Husqvarna 701 that I had, I was testing the water with that, was selling it. I regretted selling it, but I ended up, with the 690. But I just tested the water, and the guy, he was a great guy. I had quite a good experience. Came around, fantastic, was totally open, and it was a perfect transaction, and it happened. But yeah, primarily, I probably wouldn't be advertising it, on the Bike Trader, and people come around and want to, can I take a test ride, and and all that kind of stuff. I think I would rather take a bit of a hit with the dealer and part exit. No, I know you could potentially, get maybe in a couple of grand more selling it privately. Depends how desperate somebody wants it. I'd be really sceptical about advertising a bike privately and wanting people to come round and see, where'd you keep it, what kind of security you've got, just that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. Especially these days now. Especially with all the scroats and the roadmen around everywhere, and little kids on little electric scooters, just like that down there.
Yeah, just like that one.
Is that what you do on the weekends, is it? Put your hoodie on, terrorising the grannies around the estate.
Yeah, a big fat ass like me on one of them. No, the wife used to actually use that to commute to go to work.
No way.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, and she got pulled by the police twice.
Was she riding on the road or the pavement?
I think she may have been on the pavement at the time.
Because they're not really allowed to go anywhere, are they?
No, they're not legal. They're not road legal at all. Doesn't matter, paved but whatever.
They hardly stop anyone, and all of a sudden they stopped your missus as well.
Well, she works a couple of miles away from here, so it was like I bought her that, and it was great. Easy commute to and from work. She carried it into the office. But yeah, one day she was going down the road and the plod were there, and it's like,
was it fixed penalty fine type of thing? Like
no, just give her a warning.
Oh, just a warning. Don't do this.
Yeah, you realise that you're not meant to be on the road with it. It's not legal. And it's like, oh really? I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband told me you can go where I want on this.
Yeah. But no, that's parked up now. She's gone back to her bicycle. She cycles to work.
Fair play.
So yeah, leading up to there again, we're sort of like side drifting. Yeah. We're testing out the second-hand market with the 1290. I was actually looking at. Please don't hate on this.
I think I know where you're going. Was this because we went to the motorcycle show?
Yes.
And we saw there's loads of bikes there.
Yes.
And I think I messaged you, didn't I? After thinking, mate, this bike.
You did.
This bike. Yeah. Oh my days! This is something's wrong here.
I saw it, but didn't take. It just didn't sink in. No. I didn't take any notice of it.
Then you started searching, and you started watching videos. You're thinking, what?
I did. Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
So what are we talking about? What do you think? What bike do you think we're talking about? Exactly.
The Honda Hornet.
Honda Hornet. The new Hornet.
150. The basics 150 brake. The SP is 155 brake with Öhlins rear, Showa front suspension, Brembo Stylema brakes, quick shifter, and an extra 5 brake horsepower.
Yeah.
Over the standard one.
For the magic value of
£9,999.
Under 10 Gs.
1,000cc machine.
155 horsepower. Naked bike.
Yep.
Perfect for UK roads.
Oh, totally.
You don't need any more than that, mate.
You don't. I mean, I'm sitting over there with actually the 1290 is actually 1301cc, 180 brake.
Big V twin.
So KTM. Yeah, you don't need that power. That is a ridiculous amount of power. And compared to some bikes, like the Street Fighter, 200 brake horsepower.
Yeah, don't need it, man.
You don't.
All of the manufacturers have gone up with a bit more capacity, gone way into the 2025 brackets, but Honda have done it for under £10,000, and I am literally seriously itching, and I feel like I want to get one.
Yeah.
For 10 grand, even if,
and that's the SP version.
Oh yeah.
Under 9 grand.
Is the
8,999 for the standard one. Yeah.
So I watch a lot of 44 Teeth videos.
Yeah.
And the Michael Nee's MCM one. I like his ones because he's quite fair and balanced.
Yeah.
I'm not too fan of most of the other ones, apart from the crazy bearded Chris North from Fast Bikes. His reviews are awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. But Fagan from 44 Teeth, his review basically just said, what a bike.
What more do you want?
What more do you want?
Yeah.
For 10 grand, I think he said he's probably going to get one.
Yeah?
Yeah. And his old man is Lamb Chops, isn't he? I think Fagan's old man is Lamb Chop Roy. LCR, everyone knows Lamb Chops.
I don't think it's his real dad. I think he calls him dad, but I don't think it's his real dad.
Well, he may be 44 Teeth. Fagan, is he your dad? Answer below in the comments. Or does it if anyone else knows?
Actually, Lamb Chops, he's ordered one.
Yeah.
He said on his video the other day he's ordered one.
He said he is getting
the SP.
Hornet SP.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys, I am so tempted about getting that Hornet SP, and as long as my missus doesn't watch this, she ain't gonna fucking know. So maybe that's why.
How often she's going in the garage?
Yeah, I've got covers on them. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She might spot a third bike hopefully under the covers.
I did tour with the idea of letting the 1290 go, but the money that's been been offered on that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If the right money was there, then I'd probably tick that box now and say, okay, let's get a Hornet. Let's get the Hornet SP. But I'm not going to let a bike like that go for silly money. Simple as that.
Really good finance deals on the Hornet, because although ignore the interest rates and shit, because you're either you don't care about the interest and you just pay the interest rates, or you're an old school bloke who just got cash in your pocket and buys it outright. There's two different types. I used to buy it outright, but easier to spread the money and keep the missus happy with the lump sum in the bank than I can somehow fund this through other means.
Well, you got PCP. You can buy it through PCP where low monthly interest.
£100 a month for Hornet SP. I think it's about £2 grand down, and I think that's £8 grand left, and £100 a month. £100. That's like child benefit for some people that have child benefit. That will cover the cost of a bike. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying park the fags and the booze that you put your child benefit on. You know who you are. The 40 fags a week, and go and get a Honda Hornet SP for £100. You can't go wrong.
No. No, that's very true. That's very true.
And I don't think there's any other bike out there that's tickling me.
Well, that sort of crossed my mind a little bit. I mean, I personally don't want the finance. It's crossed my mind whether to get to do that. I potentially have 3 bikes. You don't need 2 bikes, and I certainly don't need 3.
Mate, my mate's got 5.
The thing is, I know for a fact if I paid out and got the Hornet, the 1290 would be ridden very rarely.
Yeah. You would.
That would become a paperweight. That would become a paperweight, which is an absolute shame. Absolute shame. It's a beast of a machine all day long. But yeah, I potentially wouldn't ride it.
Or what you could do is you keep the 690 for fun. You keep the Hornet SP for you every day, just going out, right? And then you turn that into a track bike. And you literally invest and commit to the track side of things as an option. It's an expensive track toy, but
you know what?
You'd have so much fun on that as a track, and it would make your normal day riding on the other 2 bikes. It will raise the game.
You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. You get more fun out of it. Potentially, I wouldn't want to do that because I wouldn't want to have the the possibility, even though it was nearly a write-off before, of dropping it on the track, ending in the kitty litter, and doing a tumble, and then it's gone.
You can get insurance, track day insurance. And when I took my 950 for a whole season, I think I did 9 track days in total in 1 year. And the insurance for the whole year, for all those 9 track days, the insurance for the bike to replace everything like for like was only £1,000. £1,000 fund. I paid up front. So I paid £1,000 up front. I said, I want to book 9 track days insurance. And they said, the more you book, the cheaper it gets.
Yeah.
So I just booked the 9, and I was able to ride those track days with no fear and free will, and just go, give it some, mate. See what happens.
I totally accept that. It's still the fact that I wouldn't want it. You know, okay, it's been paid out, but it made me cry. It made me cry just seeing it in the middle of the road when it fell off. You know what I mean? The last thing I'd want to see that is like bent in half, or the engine's over there and the wheels are over there. I'd be like, oh no way. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Considering there's no rules on track days, so if you get taken out by a CB500 or you get taken out by a V4 Panigale, you're still getting taken out, and you've got to cover it all yourself. Simple as.
Yeah.
And assuming that you're not bust up in the first place either.
Well, yeah.
In the medical centre.
There is that, yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I'm more than happy to take the 690 on track. The 12, I just don't know. I'd have to try it, but I don't know. Like I said, go back to the my accident, the mental side of things. I've only done 2 short trips on that since it's been rebuilt. So probably need to get out on it more and
just get back out on it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
I crashed down in Switzerland, man. I had to ride the fucker all the way back home. I had to do about 2,000 miles after I crashed.
Yeah, that was slide into the barriers.
Well, the barrier saved me. Yeah, otherwise it would have gone over the edge and
down with that. You scared that cow even
scared
more.
The cows, man. Disappeared, mate. And then even then, I was there. Olivier, he was saying that, mate. He goes, that barrier wasn't there. He goes, the effort it would have taken to get that bike from wherever it crashed down to get back up to the road would have cost you so much. Then the police would have impounded it, and you wouldn't have been able to take it, because to move it has to be road legal. So then you would have to pay Ducati here to fix it, and then you have to only buy Ducati parts. So he goes, you would have been shit, mate. Well, you would have been KO'd.
Yeah.
Done.
Wow.
But luckily, it got wedged, and we were just able to pull it off. And I just rode home with no foot peg, and just put my foot on the little slider. The little frame slider. I just put my left foot on the frame slider like that, and just rode, just try to keep it in one gear.
Like a Harley boy with the pegs out.
Yeah. So if we ever do change bikes, would you carry on doing this YouTube stuff on a new bike? Would you do carry on doing the vlogging, doing the work in the garage, doing the upgrades, doing the whole community side of things? Because that's the only reason I started doing this YouTube stuff was I'm going to be doing upgrades and piss around on the bike anyway. Yeah. Why don't I just film it at the same time and just post it and just see what happens? It weren't like I'm going to become a millionaire superstar overnight. Nah. I've been doing 4 years now.
Well, I'm taking my time. I'm the same. I never did YouTube for that. I had my YouTube account when I had my old Kawasaki Z1000. But I just didn't really do anything with it. And then when I got the 1290, I thought, okay, this is a brand new bike. It's brand new, Gen 3. There's going to be some interest. So I'm going to play around with that, and I'm going to do more filming for YouTube. Certainly not for the money or, getting mega subscribers and stuff. certainly
That's
not.
one thing we do not get. We don't get massive amount of subscribers, but it's because we're very niche. You do 2 KTMs. Yeah. I do 2 Ducatis. And it's basically HyperMotards. Yours is the 1290 and the 690. So that's to be expected, so that's fine.
It's like you said there, I'm going to do modifications anyway, so I might as well stick a camera there and sort of film it. I emphasise and pretend, and you know, I do emphasise I'm by far no mechanic, as I've been accused of. You know, you're shit with the spanners, aren't you?
I don't even use a, what's it called? I don't have a torque wrench. And I literally just, that would go. Maybe that's why my bike didn't sell.
Click.
I know. I have got one, but I just need to work out how to use it. I should buy a proper electronic ones or something. I'm just lazy. You know what it is? I'm just lazy.
The thing with certain things, you know how tight.
Yeah, I know on these bikes, because they do vibrate. I mean,
yes.
Big twin. I've got the 1290 L twin. They do rattle and vibrate a bit. And you just generally, before you go out, just go around a little...
That's a little story with the 1290. The longest trip I took over was onto the East Coast to visit my parents at the time. By the time I got there, I had no number plate. The number plate had fell off.
Rattled off.
Yeah, brand spanking new machine. Did a couple of 100 miles, got off, and I've got no number plate.
Yeah, I love doing the YouTube side of it. Okay, it is great doing it, and now that we're doing it more, I'm getting a bit more committed and a bit more involved. Like, you start buying better camera gear, and you need to start thinking about setting up. There's a more...
And getting a bit more confident in talking to the camera as well.
That is true. Because before, you just wing it and just post it and off you're done. Now you've got to think about it a little bit more. What does the viewer really want? There's a lot more thought and effort into it.
I don't think about it.
I try not to, but I think that's where the hard side of YouTube is the whole trying to do a thumbnail. Do you want to clickbait people into getting clicks and views on your video, but that you actually don't answer a question and you're not giving them what they want, so they never come back to you again? Or do you just post something that they want, but the thumbnail may not attract them to it, and then you have to share it more, then they may view it or may not view it? What I found is, as long as you don't get beat up about the views and stuff that it's making, just post it. And I said to you, remember, and I know you had a little bit of a, not a gap, but you had a little bit of a pause, and I said to you, mate, just get back on it. Just post. My aim is once a week. I try and post once a week, whether it's good content. It's never good. Mainly just average, shitty content. Some people like it, some people don't. And it's hard to do that once a week. But that is my target has always been try and do one video.
That's one of the things that you've got to take into account. You've got to become thick-skinned. You got to expect somebody's going to troll you. Somebody's going to put a comment on there that you're not going to like, but you can't take it to heart. You just can't, or you just won't do YouTube. It's just one of those. But I try and be me, not like some sort of like bigger YouTube world, especially in the car world, where they're sort of like, oh, flamboyant, and this is this, and oh wow, look at this.
Or the thumbnails of, there's always a picture of a guy in a thumbnail pointing to something that's blown up and smashed up, but it's like, mate, it's not even.
I try and be me. What you see is me. Sometimes I'll be quite happy and extrovert, and sometimes I'm like, a bit down. When I did the video after my crash and I was a bit all solemn and all that kind of shit. But it's me. That is me. I'm not trying to be somebody else.
The good thing about YouTube is once you've got a little bit of a fan base, or you've built a community that they know your videos, they know your videos are only going to be about this type of bike or genre of bikes, then that's cool. They know you're not going to fuck about and start switching over to, I don't know, we're already saying a Honda SP, but that might be a channel number 2 or something like that. But you're going to stick with the content and they get a general feel of what it is. The issue I have is all the motor vloggers that review any and every single bike. They're the ones that appeal to the manufacturers because they have like 10, 20, 80, 100,000 followers, but they just review every other bike, and that's what a manufacturer wants. They want their bike to impact the 80,000 followers that they've got because
free advertising.
And they've got a range of bikes that they're going to appeal to. Whereas I keep hassling Ducati literally every month. I'll send them an email. I'll send Potsky Media an email saying, look, if you've got you want any information about HyperMotards or this, I'm not the expert, but I've owned both. I know them inside out.
You're an everyday user.
I'm an everyday user of it. These people that do all these reviews online on them, they just used it once. Okay, apart from Chris North, he's the only one. He's the only review I value because he is this proper supermoto guy.
Yeah,
he knows them inside out. All the others are just literally tooting around the block. Yeah, it's great bike, and that's it. And you don't hear anything. And then you get like 250 comments. And yeah, I do mad reviews on everything. What it can do, what it can't do. Doing this stupid off-roading. Taking it track days.
Fantastic. That is,
it was not designed for it, but I'll have a crack at it, and it's probably still filthy and muddy from when it was anyway. But it's I don't get that bite from anyone. Okay, and in terms of like parts, I will always buy the parts. So no one said no. To be fair, Akuki are the only people that have reached out and saying, "Do you want to have a little go at this?" And I only said yeah because I saw Lamb Chops' review and I thought, "Okay, this would be good."
Yeah.
But everything else on the bike, I bought myself with my own money, so I review it and say whether it's good or whether it's shit.
Well, I've actually
maybe that's why it's putting them off because we might tell the truth.
No, that's the whole thing. I mean, I've had a couple of companies contact me with stuff. Actually, this is a bit of a sideline over there. I have a Iuchi. There was Carpuride on the same kind of unit. They contacted me earlier on last year, but at the time I wasn't interested in it, so I wasn't going to take it just for the sake of having a free unit.
Yeah.
I'd take it if I'm going to use it, but also the fact is I'm not going to restrict what I say about it because some want you to only say the good stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it as it is, and that leads me on. If I may, I'll just get behind you.
Oh, shameless plug?
No,
not a shameless plug.
No.
What's this?
Telesin. I don't know if you saw what's on my post on this.
This was
it just completely came apart. And this was a fantastic. I raved about this before. I've used this quite a bit. And a telescopic selfie stick with a cracking battery on the end of it.
To charge it as well.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, GoPro all day long. The Italian bike show that I went to was there all day.
Oh, EICMA. Yeah, you went to Italy.
Yeah, EICMA.
Oh, I want to go there. Can you invite me next time? Well, not you, but the people that run EICMA.
Well, I actually did contact to try and get the press days, but I don't have enough followers.
Yeah, you need 10,000 followers.
Yeah,
on Instagram, not YouTube. 10,000 Instagram followers. So can you please get my 2,000 Instagram followers at least to 2,500?
Yeah, I've got a couple of hundred, so feel free to whack that up as well. But yeah, I'm going to actually say this. Telesin, it was a great unit, but their customer service, and I got given this for free. I'm not going to say I didn't pay for it. I got it for free, did a video, all that kind of thing, collaboration. But I was honest with it, and it was good. This is where it comes up. Their customer care is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I will not recommend Telesin. In fact, the video I did on this, I've took it off.
That bad?
Yeah, the customer service, no reply to emails. I actually went onto their Instagram to complain. And they messaged me back on Instagram because I did a reel slagging it off, and it was the usual rubbish. We'll get in touch, and this was last year and nothing.
Based on that, stealth mirrors, right? When I took this off road and obviously I crashed and I smashed the one off, I didn't even say anything to anyone, right? Stealth mirrors saw my video and he messaged me. He goes, "Cal, don't worry, man. We'll send you another set out." I said, "I don't need the one." He goes, "Don't worry, we'll send you a new set." They just sent me a literally replacement one. I didn't even ask for it. They just sent it to me. I thought,
brilliant.
Top dart stealth mirror.
Yeah, stealth mirrors.
Yeah,
good lads.
But we're not saying we're not open to anyone throwing us any bits because we'll do a fair review. You want an Austin Racing exhaust for this, don't you, Richard? Austin Racing, please.
AI, you sort us out. We can do a review video on the 690. I'll swap out the wings one, but on the same ground, wings they do fantastic cans as well. Honestly, that's what you're going to get. If somebody's going to give us some stuff, we're going to tell you the honest review of it. If somebody restricts me to say, okay, you can only say good things, you can't say this, I'm not doing it.
You guys post a lot of stuff, the viewers yourself, the community. You post a lot of stuff on Facebook and that kind of stuff. You will post a quick video of you doing stuff. You will post pictures of you doing upgrades and stuff. Just film it, lads. Just film it and post it online onto YouTube. Even if you do a short, just post it. Just get it out there. You want to go back to my videos 3 or 4 years ago, the first couple of videos, they're terrible, mate. They're absolutely rubbish. No one's hardly watching them. But
I'm not agreeing with yours. I'm agreeing with mine when I first started filming.
You got to start somewhere. So a little note out to you guys: film it raw and just post it raw. Don't have to do the editing side of it, and just leave it out there. The more content that's out there, the better it is for everyone.
The algorithms pick up on what you're posting, as long as it's not pure crap. You know what I mean? I put a bit of effort into it, but yeah, you don't stop.
Everyone's got a phone. Everyone can film. Is my theory. Everyone's got a phone and everyone can film.
Yeah, do it.
That's it, man.
Do it.
Do it. That's the final note.
Yeah.
Do it.
Is this a wrap?
It should be a wrap, yeah.
It should be a wrap.
Like an MC wrap or just a wrap up the end?
Bit of a scratch.
That's it. Scratching days. Does anyone still buy vinyl?
Yeah, it came back, didn't it?
Did it?
It made a comeback.
I think my daughter wants to get some vinyl. She's got some vinyl records, but she keeps banging on me to buy a proper vinyl player. But if I'm going to buy a vinyl player, I'm only going to buy Technics because that's all I always grew up with was Technics.
Wow, fucking hell. Ooh, another naughty word from me. Wow, yeah, I remember my separates as a kid in my bedroom at home. Marantz, Technics, Philips.
Yes.
Twin cassette deck,
Denon,
CD player.
Denon amps.
Oh, Denon, they were the top ones. Yeah.
Rewind dies.
Wow, showing our age.
Don't
Anyway,
mind
we're drifting off here. We're going on.
That's the other channel. That's the channel part 2.
Yeah, we should have a part 2 channel. I mean, we've got to try and edit this. We've been going on for so long.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thank you, young man.
Cheers, man.
For coming over.
Thanks for the bacon signing to Mrs. Robbie Moto for the bacon sandwich.
Yeah, wifey, fantastic bacon sandwich, even though you're not going to watch this. If you've lasted this long, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
For stopping by and listening to us waffle on about anything and everything.
And if you like more of this shit, not just generally me and him chatting shit, but just generally more longer content stuff about bikes, general market, what's going on, what's not going on, drop a note in the comments. Let us know what you fancy, man. Because it's a bit hard for us to judge.
Yeah, this isn't the content. We don't normally make this type of content. We're sitting here and rabbiting on. I mean, it could be a case we only have 3 views.
We're just trying it though, but that's the whole point. We're just going to try it and see what happens.
Yeah. And we'll be doing a lot more collaborating.
So we're going to do some rides on these compares.
Over the years, yeah.
We're going to do some track days together. We probably may do another dyno shootout video. We might take it up to.
We could do, yeah.
Could do another. That'd be another good little thing to do.
Go and harass the guys at BHP.
Yeah, Cal, you know we're coming, mate. Sort it out.
Get the kettle on. As I said, thank you so much for watching. Please go and subscribe if you're one of my subscribers to HyperMotard King. And
go and subscribe to Robbie Moto if you love everything orange or Black & Decker.
Perfect. Anyway, guys, take care. Ride safe.
Over and out.
Jobs are good and son.
Top darts, man, that was.
I'll tell you what, even if it's shit on the video, it's been a blast.
Yeah, it's all right, man.